Yeah, so bets is allowed with the engines running at the 3rd mile paved oval. And that noise once again means it's time for racing here on CSN. Good evening, everybody. Along with my good friend Dan Boots Longinette, I'm Eric Thacker. Glad to have you once again for exciting racing action. 5 divisions for you here from the 3rd mile paved oval. We get things started each and every broadcast, Boots, with the crazy compact.
One of my favorite divisions. Now my hero tonight is a 00 of Mike Heiler, last year's track champ, and he's due for a win. He's had a few wrecks, a few black flags, a few bad hairy situations. He's overdue for a win.
Yeah, a very good driver. That whole team, the black and the green, we'll look forward to them tonight. Then we move on to the Legends cars. These are the cars that cost about $10,000 to build. It's a tri-state division, and it's Yamaha engines. They bring a lot of excitement.
Oh, yeah, we look forward to this division every time they show up to the track. Lucky for us tonight, we get to film these guys. And my pick tonight is the 49 of Bob Eaton. The reason I'm going with Bob Eaton, a special treat out to Bob and his crew chief / wife. It's their 20th wedding anniversary.
How about
so
that?
Hopefully he'll get a win tonight. It'll be a special night for them too.
Then we move to the modifieds, and the number 11 car, Jimmy Whittridge, has a win, 2nd in points, looking for another feature win.
Jimmy's one of my favorites because our original broadcast, he was the original modified winner. So Jimmy's always comes to the front of the pack and always puts on a good show for us.
And then the late models. This has been an exciting year for this division since they put in the new groove. No more engine caboose, if you will. Guys are taking it high and then coming back down low, trying to make moves. This is an exciting division once again.
Oh yeah, we got, tonight I'm going 93 as a hero, Jamie Hunt. Jamie Hunt, we're lucky to have him tonight. He had a huge wreck out in Kilcare. And last week we had a big wreck, and we have highlights of that show with you, show you later, so we're looking forward to that.
And then the nightcap is always here on the Columbus Sports Network is the Sports Stock. These are the muscle cars. These are the cars that you drove in high school. All kinds of excitement there.
Right, and I'm going with 72. They call him the old geezer. Now, I asked him if I could say that. It's a 72 car. He ended up in the pond 2 Saturdays ago at our last showing, and that was interesting. And he's also retired, and he's a special guest star, you might say, because he comes up from Florida all summer just to race here at Columbus Motor Speedway, and this is his last season, so we hope he gets a win soon. He deserves it.
All righty, so strap it up, buckle it up. We're about to get fast here on CSN.
If you're looking for an amazing deal on a new car, truck, or SUV, then you need to get to Germain Toyota today. Our prices are so low, you won't believe your eyes when you see them. Right now, you'll find rock-bottom prices on all new Camrys, Tundras, Highlanders, and Corollas. Whatever you're looking for, you can be sure we've got the right vehicle at the right price. So get to Germain Toyota at the Bryce Road exit off I-70 and go home with a fantastic deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle.
At El Vaquero, we don't just serve up great Mexican food. We celebrate it, from our traditional house favorites to fantastic new entrees like spicy fish tacos. Prefer a vegetarian dish? Try El Vaquero's new spinach chilaquiles. We have endless choices, from fresh salads to fresh seafood, from appetizers to, well, too many delicious Mexican specialties to name in 30 seconds. Come see why we're the Consumer's Choice Award winner year after year. El Vaquero, authentic Mexican food.
Well, good evening once again. Glad to have you with us. Along with Boots, I'm Eric Thacker, and a great evening in store of racing for you as we bring you a bonus feature. The Legends going to be part of Christmas in July here at the Columbus Motor Speedway in Obetz. We always begin with the compact division. These are the cars that are 4-cylinder and are front-wheel drive, and bring you a lot of excitement. Let's go ahead and take a look at the front row, Boots.
All right, front row on the pole is Bill McAlfrey, and the number 2 Hot Rod, and 86 of David Lucas.
Followed by Donnie Nash and James Colley.
Third row is Les Stevenson, 44, and 83 is Seth Rager in his new car.
And Denise Bartram at 25, and Todd Cooper in 72.
Fifth row, 0 Tom Runkle, and a 74 Roy Hardy.
And in that 6th row, Steve Gunderson and Brian Wetnall.
Coming up in the 7th row is John Justice in the 11 car, and 97 of Daryl McKay.
Driving in the 8th row, Lisa Harding and Gary Smallwood, who has a win this year.
And row 9 is Robert Harding Jr. in a 76 and 01 of Eric Scott.
And the 10th row in the Crazy Compacts, Michael Heiler, the defending track champion, and Jason Dennis in the 70 car.
Row 11
11, Randy Rogers in the 95, and Tasha Cantley in the 26 pink car.
And in the 12th row, Dustin Eicher and Ray Pemberton driving the 1X automobile.
Now those last 4 cars, they were in a sudden death race, and those are the 4 that made it. So the 20th car of the 70 was actually the fastest qualifier.
And once again, that gorgeous 57 Chevy is the pace car. Yes, that is Dan Longinette's 57 Chevy. Very proud of that car. Well, he should be. It's featured as one of the best cars in the top 100 in the nation a couple of years ago, and ranked #1 as the best 57 Chevy out there at the time.
Appreciate that. But it's great to see it out there, because I pretty much retired from the car show scene and drag racing. But we got a special treat on Pace Cars tonight. Jermaine donated a Harley Davidson truck to us. So we're going to park my car for the rest of the races and show off that beautiful Ford. We've had a Chevrolet from the Chevy store, but tonight we have a Harley truck, so you can't beat that.
And I did get to see it on the infield.
Oh, that's
shiny black. It's beautiful. Well, when they come around again, we'll be under green here at the 3rd mile paved oval in Obetz. Glad to have you with us. The Crazy Compacts. This is always a fun division to watch. You're going to see 3, 4, and yes, sometimes even 5 wide as they come around. Turn 4, and we're underway here at the Columbus Motor Speedway.
I love watching these guys race. They're already getting 3 wide.
And a little dust being kicked up by Michael Heiler, but you're looking at Bill
Hot Rod
McElfresh, and going to have a little bit of news going on with his family, and David Lucas running right beside him. And the back straightaway.
Watch that 69 of Donnie Nash. She's right up on Bill's bumper. He's waiting for Bill to mess up. He will dive underneath.
Nash has been a presence in the front row each and every broadcast we've had here, but he's looking for his first feature win. He is a good driver. He may be a factor tonight. He's running 3rd.
You look back in, what, the 5th or 6th position, you got the 93 of Seth Rager beat his way to the front, so hopefully you get up there and put on a show for us tonight. Now, old number 2, Hot Rod, his wife just had a bad heart attack, so we wish her the best, and here she's recovering great, and our hearts go out to her and the whole family. I hope she gets better, and it's great that Bill's out there racing, keeping her mind up.
Well, one thing the number 2 car does, and McElfresh does, is that he's amongst the leaders, always around from the start to the midway during the race. So he's always a factor here, at least in the early going.
Bill's got an advantage because he raced dirt track all those years. So Donnie's going to race him clean. Well, that's a bad thing about making friends on the track. You want to race your friends rough, and after I get to know everybody, you don't move race rough, move race nice. So that's
we should see some quick times in all the divisions tonight because it is going to be a cooler night. So the speeds are going to be increased a little bit. And now making a move is Michael Heiler in the middle of the pack.
Watch Hardin pounding off his steel 21 cars, 26 cars back by him. I gave Green Horn a chance. He was at 00. Mike Heiler.
That's what I said. He was in the middle.
Wow. Oh, 86 is loose. But Hardin's pounding him up hard, and he on 86.
So Heiler, along with teammate Aaron Scott, still giving chase. McElfresh still leads into turn 2.
I'll tell you what, Hot Rod's going to protect that bottom. Donnie needs to work the higher end. He needs to move up the track because I tell you what, Mike Heiler's coming hard, and he's, look at the lane he's picking. There he goes. Oh, big wreck on the, coming out of turn 3. There's 4 cars.
4 cars into turn 3, so we have our first caution of this division, the first caution of the evening. And this one is bad. As you take a look at Steve Gunderson's car, the front end all tore up.
That car's done. That is the worst hit. Look, that's a front-wheel drive car, so that strut tower is shot. And you know, I watch that replay because I want to see if Harding caused it. I don't know.
So we'll look and see if we do have that footage, but Grandpa on its way out. That car has, he's okay moving inside. That's good to see. But he's got damage on both sides and the rear and the very front. Yes, you're right.
Look at that.
That's
32.
Well, then that's Brian Wetnall.
He's a country singer, so he does this. He's either want to go to NASCAR or be a country star. In his pro. Look at that fender.
Well, if he's going to be a country star and is going to sing, he's going to have a lot of blues to sing about with that. As you see, getting out of the car there
Wow, that was a heck of a
is
hit.
Steve Gunderson.
I think this is Steve's second or third year also. He's been around for a while, but I don't know what happened. We'll have to hear what the officials.
Well, let's go ahead and take our first time out. We're under caution here at the third mile paved oval. And no bets, it's the compacts. We'll resume racing right after this.
If you're looking for an amazing deal on a new car, truck, or SUV, then you need to get to Germain Toyota today. Our prices are so low, you won't believe your eyes when you see them. Right now, you'll find rock-bottom prices on all new Camrys, Tundras, Highlanders, and Corollas. Whatever you're looking for, you can be sure we've got the right vehicle at the right price. So get to Germain Toyota at the Bryce Road exit on I-70 and go home with a fantastic deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle.
At El Vaquero, we don't just serve up great Mexican food. We celebrate it, from our traditional house favorites to fantastic new entrees like spicy fish tacos. Prefer a vegetarian dish? Try El Vaquero's new spinach chilaquiles. We have endless choices, from fresh salads to fresh seafood, from appetizers to, well, too many delicious Mexican specialties to name in 30 seconds. Come see why we're the Consumer's Choice Award winner year after year. El Vaquero, authentic Mexican food.
Well, as the sun begins to set here in Central Ohio, gorgeous night and a cool night. Christmas in July at the third mile paved oval. And now we get back under racing action. And we can tell you that Steve Gunderson in the 5 car and David Lucas in the 86, the Steelers car, out for the rest of this feature. And you're looking at the leader. And then there's 2 through 5 there. So Donnie Nash still going to play a factor in this one. He's always amongst the front of the pack. So let's see if 69 can break through.
Last airing, Donnie probably would have won. But remember, he let Eric Scott sneak underneath of him and get a second place finish. So it was 2 weeks ago. So maybe Donnie's night. But I'll tell you what, he's got his hands full with old Hot Rod in the 2 car.
Well, McElfresh, you heard the story about his wife there. And you know, Bill has been running pretty good, as we talked about. When the race starts, each and every race, each and every week, he's amongst the leaders.
Oh, I was talking to Bill. I told you that little story about Bill. He had a 66 Impala that his wife, it was her car when they were dating. Okay. He was sneaking in her backyard, plucking parts off of it.
No, he was
and
not.
The reason he was doing that,
Oh, you're kidding.
That's so he could make it into his first Columbus Motor Speedway car. And that was back in probably the early 70s, 79. He totaled that car on this track. And he didn't fess up to his wife until about 10 years ago.
Well, your points leaders, Eric Scott has just been on a roll. 6 wins here this season, 9 top 10, 6 fast times. Jason Dennis second. Michael Heiler, the defending track champion, only 2 features wins. Eric Scott has been the dominant one here in this division.
I would say that between the 70 and the 01 car of Eric Scott, those 2, the 70 car had an accident at the 4th of July race, and that was a double point night. And that's how Eric was able to jump ahead of him because he pulled out the win. So it's going to be an interesting season for them too, because they are going to definitely race for points. But Donnie dove under. Donnie was taking the lead on the restart.
And on turn 1, he does.
He does. Now Bill's going to give him room. He has a perfect pass.
Well, and then, like you said, when the driver notices that they are there on that left side, then they go ahead and let him go.
See, when they break before they drop green, Donnie goes right up on his bumper, building his RPMs up, and then poor Bill just don't have the horsepower to run some of these guys.
Michael Heiler, part of that 3 wide going into turn 1.
Now Mike's getting pinched down, so Mike better get he just bounced off the knees.
And just past left Stevenson, and now going after Denise Bartram.
Little bump draft there.
Now we have a part hanging off the 21 car of James Colley. And James Colley, his rear left tire kind of went off the asphalt there a little bit.
Agricultural racing, as Mr. Nuckles would say.
And then taps the rear of McElfresh. And your leader, Donnie Nash, continues to roll. Here comes Heiler comes. Heiler on top. Heiler high. Heiler trying to catch second position. And he's going to get it into turn 3. So now the 0 still. He's still going to put his foot on the gas into turn 3 and 4 here in the near straightaway as he chases Donnie Nash, and he's really running now. Heiler is on the move.
Donnie going up the scoreboard and go, where'd he come from? Oh, there he goes. Heiler's going to pull on him now.
place points leader with 2 feature wins, now in the lead with 8 laps to go in the Crazy Compacts.
Look at him going that 69 class. See, now he's going to go low on his line. There's no way Johnny can catch him.
Well, he already has a 3-car length boots as he comes here at the start-finish line.
Wow. He just come from nowhere. He loved that caution. The Green Hornets, all those green top cars love when a caution comes out. Watch him go. He's got an 8-car length on time.
And remember, he started back in the back middle of the pack and made a move early and went through some traffic and passed some cars and then made that incredible move 3 laps ago.
Now he needs to be careful because if he breaks out of his qualifying time, no black flag him, because right now he needs to just back off a little bit because the temperatures have dropped and that car could get faster, so he better be careful.
Very good point, and still, they have to take that into consideration. You don't get a free pass if your car automatically starts going faster just because the weather's cool.
Right, he needs to look at the scoreboard and just wait for someone else besides the 69 car to get up on him. He needs to let off the pedal a little bit, and then when he sees his teammate, which is coming, Eric Scott, the 01 car, then he needs to get back on the gas.
Well, and Eric's Tom Runkle is back. And now Runkle beginning to make, well, no, he's still behind Denise Bartram. There's Eric Scott. And Scott now is going to make his way to the 3rd position. And now is chasing down Donnie Nash. I don't think he's going to find his teammate. Don't think he's going to overtake Michael Hyler.
He's open for a caution or lap traffic.
So here comes Scott, the points leader. He has 6 wins, but there's your leader there. So they're looking for a green and black 1 and 2, and they may get it. On the back straightaway, here comes Eric Scott with 1 lap to go. And is he going to take Donnie Nash here in the near straightaway? Just barely, as they head into turn 1.
Where's the 3rd green hornet? I don't see that.
He is running in 7th place behind Denise Bartram.
Oh.
And spin out of turn 2, but getting the checkered flag is going to be your winner. Michael Hyler.
Eric Scott 2nd, Donnie Nash 3rd, Hot Rod 4th, and the 21 car 5th. Michael, hey, he was my hero pick.
That's right.
Hey, I needed another one of those. George Lindsay's the one that came through on that one for me.
3rd win this season.
He was overdue, that's for sure.
And what a move he made in the back middle of the pack when this feature began. And he was just running just so beautifully through the traffic, and then was able to get the lead with just a little over halfway to go. And then Eric Scott made a run, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He came from nowhere, and then he finally took Donnie Nash.
We missed all that. Gary Smallwood smashed. He must have broke something coming out of 4, and look at that car. That car's been through war and back. Look at that. I've seen that hood buckled on that car more than any car out here.
Let's take a look at the replay and see what happened with Gary Smallwood.
You see him moving around inside that car down there, the 24 car. So he is okay. We're going to check in with Dan.
95 car toss, got underneath, got him loose. Shoved him out in the 2. Cleaning up all the debris from the trailer race last Saturday night. Got a good street sweeper there. Lightning McQueen. Tasha probably feels bad about that. That's not how she normally races, so she'll probably go apologize to me.
Let's go ahead and take this time out as they get the cars off of the track. But your winner, Michael Hyler, and the team of the black and green finish 1-2 here at the Columbus Motor Speedway.
If you're looking for an amazing deal on a new car, truck, or SUV, then you need to get to Germain Toyota today. Our prices are so low, you won't believe your eyes when you see them. Right now, you'll find rock-bottom prices on all new Camrys, Tundras, Highlanders, and Corollas. Whatever you're looking for, you can be sure we've got the right vehicle at the right price. So get to Germain Toyota at the Bryce Road exit off I-70.
Serve up great Mexican food. We celebrate it from our traditional house favorites to fantastic new entrees like spicy fish tacos. Prefer a vegetarian dish? Try El Vaquero's new spinach chilaquiles. We have endless choices, from fresh salads to fresh seafood, from appetizers to, well, too many delicious Mexican specialties to name in 30 seconds. Come see why we're the Consumer's Choice Award winner year after year. El Vaquero, authentic Mexican food.
Well, welcome back to the third mile paved oval and no bets. And let's go down to Nate Pennington, who's standing by with the winner of our first feature race. Nate?
Mike Heiler, winner of the compacts once again here tonight. Mike, you got around Donnie Nash, you got away from you for a while there, and then he was battling right there at the end of the race. Tell me about that, man.
Oh, it's just it's great to race with these guys. I mean, they race you clean. Just fun, man. I don't know, you got to start in the back if you're fast, and if you can make it to the front, just shows you're a good racer. Wow. Everybody's cars are pretty equal, so it's not like it's a real fast car.
Well, it sure shows that you know how to get around the track, man. What's your secret? Just between you and me.
Just drive it like you ain't ever drove it before. Don't leave nothing on the track. You'll make a mistake by leaving something out there.
I understand, man. Thank you, and
thank you.
Congratulations.
I'd like to thank a couple people helping me out. Got M&D Auto Sales, Jam Trucking, B&L Auto Sales, Woody Fox Bail Bonds, and Tony Canale LTD. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here racing.
All right, buddy. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
All righty, thank you, Nate. Let's go ahead and take a look at the legends and the running order for this division. These are the Yamaha engines. These are the cars that cost about $10,000 to build. And let's take a look at the beginning with the front row.
Front row, there's your race of the night right there. 5 of Toby ALFREY and the 59 of Brian Nuckles.
In row number 2 in the legends, cousin Tyler Nuckles and James Edsel.
Row 3, 33, Boomer Travis, and 24 of Rob Webb.
In row number 4 in the legends is going to be Byron Stowe and Sean Zepp.
Row 5, 00 of Chris Weddle, and a 61 of Jeff Denny.
Driving in row 6 will be the 4R car of Joe Ross and the 11 car of Tony Steffen.
Row 7, the number 2 car of Tommy Klein and number 7 of Mike Sharp.
Driving in row number 8, Chuck Mundy and Eddie Briggs.
Row 9, number 4 of Gabe Brown and the 69 of Tom Elliott.
And in the 10th row, the 67X car of Paul Hennessy and Howard Wilson in the 44 car. And then the rest finish out the field there, and we're underway. And quickly, Toby ALFREY, one of the best drivers in this division, is second in the Buckeye Bash Points Championship race, is in the lead, followed by Brian Nuckles, who won last night at Killcare.
And Toby was in second, and the 57 of Tyler Nuckles, sorry Tyler, was in 4th place last night. Toby's getting up that bottom. There goes Brian right underneath of him.
As you mentioned, Boots, you said this could be the race right here. And Toby able to hold him off and take his lead back on the back straightaway.
Our original show, the first night we broadcast, them two battled it out and they got into each other.
Right.
We had a heck of a night, and that was, I don't know who snuck up to win that race, but Tyler's just sitting back watching the action going on there and see what his cousin Toby's going to do. So I'm telling you what, guys, these guys are going to race. 2 guys that know the track are 59 and 5.
So ALFREY continues to lead. He was on fire, Boots, when the season began. I mean, he was really lighting up the track. And the cousins Nuckles, they had to keep up.
Oh, yeah. Now, you know, Nuckles is going to work. Watch when he goes into 2. He's going with the compacts guy. He'll drop them tires and shoot him down the backstretch.
Now they get by lap traffic there as they get by the 44 car of Howard Wilson.
I tell you, Toby keeps giving up that bottom groove. I don't know. I think Brian Nuckles in the 59 is just waiting. I think he's setting him up, and he's got plenty of laps to go. So why burn up the car right now?
Well, these legend cars in turn 2 kick up a lot of dust when they go into turn 2.
Well, they're all dropping their tire off there, but that's just how you race this track. Now he should go off the track right about now. Now what that does for him, that slingshots him down the back track. It doesn't hurt anything. It's just the grass.
Well, you said it actually throws you right there as you take a look at our leaders.
I don't know why. I watch the veterans, even from compacts to modified, some reason, when you get off that groove there, it shoots you down the backstretch. I don't know. We'd have to ask a math major to figure that one out.
Well, Tyler Nuckles running in third is looking at those two cars in front of him, and he has led throughout Toby ALFREY. This was a 25-lap race, and we now have 16, make it coming around to 15 laps to go.
You know, it's like I've seen this race 3 times now. Last showing of the Legends here, we had that same race. Last year, we had the same race. Toby and Nuckles spun each other out last year. And our first show this year, and I just hope they don't do it tonight. But, oh, bumping his 33s, bumping the back bumper of 28.
Well, that's Boomer Travis. Right in the bumper of James Etzel.
They are going by the lap cars right now. That's to Brian Nuckles' advantage, but I mean he's letting Toby pull on him in the 5 car. I don't know what.
Yeah, the 57 car is really backed up, and they just got cut off in the traffic.
That's just veteran experience right there, because you know Tyler's only 16 years old, and he didn't use the lap traffic to his advantage, and he was racing safely and cautiously like he should at that age. And he's probably going to hit me in the head for saying that one. But.
Well, Tyler Nuckles is in the points leader in the Columbus and Killcare division that makes up the Buckeye Bash. Toby ALFREY, who's leading the race, is second in the Buckeye Bash, followed by Brian Nuckles, Corey Smith, who is not racing tonight, and Byron Stowe. Now, that is a division that these guys only race, with the exception of Byron Stowe, Columbus and Killcare. And they make up the better drivers, as you see some more of that.
28 is pounding the back bumper of 57, and a few more hits of that, and they'll probably come after that 28 car for rough racing. You cannot slam people that hard. It's okay to bump, but not in these smaller cars. You can send someone flying.
Usually, all these cars on the track make up 3 different divisions. They make up the pros and the masters and the semi-pros. The semi-pros is the rookies. The masters are probably your older gentlemen in their late 40s, 50s. And the pro are your better drivers. And Brian Stowe, who is 5th in the Bash points, is 2nd in the pro division. Again, Toby ALFREY, Tyler, and Brian Nuckles cannot participate in that because they don't run enough races. They only drive the Columbus and Killcare tracks. And again, Nuckles won last night in Dayton. So Toby ALFREY in the 5 car has the horsepower, it seems, tonight.
Yeah, he's on his game tonight. He is pulling on Brian Nuckles. Brian's car, you see that little white puff of smoke coming out of his car? His car might be running a little rich or a little lean. I don't know in this type of motor what the crew chief would be looking at, why it's causing that. But I think Brian's car is not fast as what we're used to seeing.
6 laps to go.
See that white smoke right there come out?
Yeah.
I do not know if he's got a ring bad or what is going on with his car. I think that's his problem, mate. Because usually he's
there it is. We saw it again.
Again, not knowing this division as good as we should, and I mean, our fans at home probably we'd love to learn more, but we don't get a chance to see it that much.
We can tell you that they're Yamaha engines. Right. I don't remember the CCs, the cubic centimeters.
Well, there's the original motor, and I did research this, and then there's the motor that you can buy from a few manufacturers. They're sealed motors, and the reason that is because the ones from the manufacturers have come already pre-built, and the older ones you can build up to only X amount of horsepower anyway. And the Yamaha motorcycles, you go into old bike junkyards, they're all motorless because these guys have all bought them up.
Well, there's the 59 car. Brian, there you see that smoke in the turn 1 coming out of the left. Is that something with the rear suspension or what?
Again, I think that's engine. There it is. I don't know what that is on his car. I'd love to ask somebody that.
Yeah, because the suspension wouldn't smoke, right?
No, unless he's got tire rub. But see, it's not rubbing. It's rubbing on the inside, so the car's leaning towards the wall. Well, Toby coming for that start-finish line. 1-2 go. It's Toby's race. I think he's going to pull it off. Tyler's just going to protect his points right now and just take an easy second.
Whoa, a crash right at the start-finish line. Oh, my goodness. And, wow.
I tell you what.
And it is the 57 car of Tyler Nuckles, who made a move late. He is okay, gets out of the car, and right at the start-finish line under the white flag is hit and hit hard.
Tyler's cool. Dan's from the track official. He's good friends with Tyler. Wow.
So this crash, as you take a look at the leader there, this is a caution, only one lap to go.
I think someone spun Tyler Nuckles, and the 88 just plowed into him.
Mike Ladman, you see there.
Look at his right front tire, completely snapped off that car. He must have slammed him hard.
And as we were following other drivers in the racing action, including the leaders there, did not have a chance to capture what happened at the start-finish line. And the only reason we were able to see it is because we're right here on top of the start-finish line. So we don't know who or...
There goes Tyler getting it.
I mean, we know who was involved, but we don't know who was at fault there.
This fella here in the 88, he looks a little shaken up. I bet he took a heck of a hit. Look at him. He looks a little...
Mike Landman, and he's going to take a look at that right fender and that tire snapped off, and you see the frustration there.
I'll tell you what, Zach Germain races in this division. He took a heck of a hit, and I tell you, from what I've researched on his repair, some guys here locally have fixed that car. These cars aren't that hard to fix. You would think because they were small, but they're pretty easy. You put them on a jig, you pull and yank on them, and they do bring a parts truck with these guys, so any parts you need to fix the car during the race or the heat race or qualifying or what have you, all the parts are available. So.
All right, let's talk about this restart for a second.
Well,
and a big break going to Nuckles here.
Tell you what's going to happen. If knowing Brian Nuckles, he'll be an inch off his bumper, and he'll probably go high on Toby because Toby will protect the bottom groove. And bad for Toby, good for Tyler. If Tyler's motor isn't acting up with that little white puff of smoke we're seeing, Tyler's going to go high, and coming out of 4, I just hope those two don't get into each other because that will be ugly. It'll be like a replay of last race. So.
Well, it seemed like ALFREY didn't have any horsepower issues at all.
No.
He had a commanding lead throughout this race.
I would love to know what's wrong with Tyler's car. I mean, sorry. Brian's.
I get confused too.
The Knuckles.
It's okay.
That's a pretty cool name, though, isn't it? Knuckles. My name's Longinette. Boy, I lucked out there, didn't I? And it's not French, it's Italian. Everywhere I go,
thought that too.
Yeah.
When I met you at first, I was like
great. No. I'm not a war hater. I'm like,
well, when you, when you say, in all fairness, Longinette.
Oh, it's Longinette.
Or something, or when you say Longinetti or something.
Well, my grandpa was fresh off the boat from Sicily. That's why I tan so easy. So that's one good thing.
There's a look at the leaders. Toby, ALFREY, Brian Nuckles, Boomer Travis in the 33 car, and Jeff Denny.
Now, Boomer's a cool name. His parents were thinking when they named him that. Boomer. That's cool.
I guarantee you that's not his
I bet that's his name. Well, you never know. But it depends how old he is. You got his age on him? What division he is? Because his parents could have been, you know, the old school when they were naming them crazy names back in the 60s.
Well, the Legends cars run in 3 states. They run in Indiana, Ohio, and Kentucky. They will be here a couple of more times this year. This is the second broadcast that we've had.
You know what I like?
Had them as a feature.
I like about these divisions because I feel like I'm watching racing in the 40s. If anyone gets online or watches old NASCAR footage, that's what they used in the original NASCAR. They took a 39 Ford or a 33 Ford, threw a cage in it, an airplane helmet, a little leather, I think they have like football helmets, half of them. And if you ever get a chance to go in the office here at Columbus Motor Speedway, they're the coolest pictures. Especially if they use men's room. In there they have pictures of cars hanging in a fence and just cars you go, you know.
Well, next week they have the sprint cars, the winged sprint cars are going to be here next week. And in fact, the first winged car that ever raced was right here at the Columbus Motor Speedway. That is a true fact. The first winged sprint car race was right here at Columbus Motor Speedway, and frustration there as you see the story exiting the track.
Yeah, you fans at home, you owe it to yourself to come down next Saturday and watch them wing sprints. They go 100-mile-an-hour front and back stretch religiously, side by side, 10, 20 deep. We don't broadcast that because we only have so many airings this year, but we need that you folks at home that haven't been to the track, the bus race, the trailer race, the wing sprint cars. I'm telling you, that is a fun night. If you have a little 10-year-old son or daughter loves cars, you need to get them out. They'll have a lot of excitement.
Well, Ladman's car exiting the track. So it's when we get restarted.
Now see, Tyler's, gosh, I hope this, so we have good racing that Tyler, I gotta quit saying that, Brian. I'm so sorry, Brian and Tyler. Your names are too close. I know who you are, so I apologize. But I'm telling you, Brian's motor, if it's okay, it's going to be a heck of a last lap, and he's going to get right up on his bumper when they drop green.
Well, they're going to come around one more time. Remember, Brian won last night at Killcare, is currently 3rd in the point standings. A win here would do him a lot of good. ALFREY is in 2nd in points. So if he can hold on here, he could possibly maybe catch Toby Nuckles or Tyler Nuckles when they get back to recalculating the points.
I would venture to say Tyler right now is going to get as soon as they drop the green through 1 and 2, if he doesn't know, he's at the 33 car line too, so he needs to protect those points. Here we go, green.
1 lap. Here it is. He's going low, Boots. Trying, but he's going to protect that low.
Come on.
He's going to protect it.
There you go. That's perfect.
Right on his bumper into turn 3.
Coming into 4.
And he's going to keep it.
Yes.
Toby ALFREY is going to win it. But what a finish.
I give Brian credit on that one. I thought for sure Brian had raced. There's a heck of a wreck in the 4 car. So in turn 4, we have 2 cars, 7 car, and a 4. Oh,
wow. Look at the 4 car of Gabe Brown.
That's a heavy hit there.
Looks like there's the number 4, the white number 4, that would be Joe Ross.
It's Joe Ross. I'm sorry, there's 2 4s. That one's Joe Ross.
That's Joe Ross. We apologize.
4R.
4R Joe Ross. Okay, Joe Ross in the 4R car.
Wow, Joe's in management with Rainier Construction here locally. Does all Germain's dealerships. That's her sponsor. That car might, oh boy.
Just snapped right off.
Look at his rear end, how far out it's hanging.
Wow.
Hope he's okay. Joe's a good guy. His daughter helps him, family oriented. That's. I couldn't see through all the smoke. That's why we didn't see the 4R. Hope Joe's okay.
Yeah,
you know, last week
for the 4 there, and that's.
Last week we had some big hits, and tell you one thing I learned about this safety crew. Those guys do not miss a beat. And last week we had a compact that hit the wall pretty hard, and they had Columbus. They called 911 before our safety truck was even there, because Jerry and Jeff have been around so long. The Nuckles family know when someone hit the wall hard, so they're definitely going to tend to him, make sure he's okay. Because a hit like that, he could very well have a broken wrist, concussion. Most of the guys, when you go in the wall, you're holding on to the steering wheel, breaks your wrist.
Well, we hope that he's okay. We're going to go ahead and take the timeout and let them see to the 4R car of Joe Ross here at the Columbus Motor Speedway. But there's your winner right there.
If you're looking for an amazing deal on a new car, truck, or SUV, then you need to get to Germain Toyota today. Our prices are so low, you won't believe your eyes when you see them. Right now, you'll find rock-bottom prices on all new Camrys, Tundras, Highlanders, and Corollas. Whatever you're looking for, you can be sure we've got the right vehicle at the right price. So get to Germain Toyota at the Bryce Road exit off I-70 and go home with a fantastic deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle.
At El Vaquero, we don't just serve up great Mexican food. We celebrate it, from our traditional house favorites to fantastic new entrees like spicy fish tacos. Prefer a vegetarian dish? Try El Vaquero's new spinach chilaquiles. We have endless choices, from fresh salads to fresh seafood, from appetizers to, well, too many delicious Mexican specialties to name in 30 seconds. Come see why we're the Consumer's Choice Award winner year after year. El Vaquero, authentic Mexican food.
Welcome back to Obetz, Ohio, the home of the Columbus Motor Speedway, and we have something to tell you that race did not finish as an official finish. You're looking at the leader and the second place car there. They did not finish 1 and 2. Why? They were on the half of the field, did not cross the start-finish line, hence when the wreck happened. So what they're doing, they're realigning, and now it is 2 laps, not 1, 2 laps to determine the winner. And right before we went to break, you've seen the drama that was unfolding when it appeared only 1 lap to go at that time.
Right.
When Brian Nuckles was right on Toby ALFREY. And there's where you see the 4R car, and you saw where the little R was on the very bottom of the door. Hence, that's why we didn't see it. And that is Joe Ross. He is okay.
And we're going green.
And we're going back to green. 2 laps here in the Legends.
Here comes Nuckles, and Toby's going to protect that bottom. Nuckles is right. Well, he's backing off a little bit. 2 laps ago, so this next lap. Oh, he got him a little bump.
He got him a little loose. He's going to take him on the inside.
There he goes.
ALFREY trying to hold, and he's not going to be able to do it.
And 1, 2, go. Here, he better protect that bottom. Get low, get low. There he is. That was perfect.
So with the 2 laps remaining, he is able to get the checkered flag on the restart. Brian Nuckles back-to-back wins, Kilcare and the Columbus Motor Speedway. Wow, what a finish.
That's a double wow. That's what I was hoping to have. I was hoping they would just race a exciting race, because both those guys I root for. Those are 2 great racers in this division, and you know, Toby got, from rumor has it in Kilcare, Toby got Brian Nuckles loose, so Brian
little
got
repay there.
Little repay, and didn't wreck him, and that's what you do. You get him loose and get around him. Hey,
that's exactly what he did. He tapped him in between turn 3 and turn 4, and you saw that Toby got loose in the rear, and that allowed Nuckles to dive in and take the checkered flag. Back-to-back victories, Kilcare and now Columbus Motor Speedway. Let's go ahead and take a look at this fantastic finish. Rear is the move right there, right on the rear bumper, and then he loosens him up a little bit. He goes high, and that allows the 59 car to go low, and then to take him here in turn 4, and then cross the start-finish line. There was where he took the lead, and he would not relinquish it when they came around again.
And Toby got loose again going into 2 right there, so Toby kind of got flustered once he got a little loose. He never regained his composure,
So there's your winner there. So what a way to finish the Legends Divisions here at Christmas in July at the Columbus Motor Speedway here on CSN Local Sports Now.
If you're looking for an amazing deal on a new car, truck, or SUV, then you need to get to Germain Toyota today. Our prices are so low, you won't believe your eyes when you see them. Right now, you'll find rock-bottom prices on all new Camrys, Tundras, Highlanders, and Corollas. Whatever you're looking for, you can be sure we've got the right vehicle at the right price. So get to Germain Toyota at the Bryce Road exit off I-70 and go home with a fantastic deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle.
At El Vaquero, we don't just serve up great Mexican food. We celebrate it, from our traditional house favorites to fantastic new entrees like spicy fish tacos. Prefer a vegetarian dish? Try El Vaquero's new spinach chilaquiles. We have endless choices, from fresh salads to fresh seafood, from appetizers to, well, too many delicious Mexican specialties to name in 30 seconds. Come see why we're the Consumer's Choice Award winner year after year. El Vaquero, authentic Mexican food.
You're watching CSN, Local Sports Now.
Well, the Legends gave us all kinds of excitement, and then bonus lap coverage for you, and 2 laps remaining, and Brian Nuckles was able to get ALFREY loose a little bit and was able to take the checkered flag. He stands by with Nate Pennington. Nate?
Brian Nuckles gets the helmet off, and one of the few times you see this on a race car, actually opens the door, puts his winner circle hat on. Brian Nuckles, man, I've watched you racing from the quarter midgets on up. Tell me about that race, buddy.
Well, I thought I didn't have a chance. You know, I was 2 laps left. He had kind of pulled out there, and this is totally unexpected. I had no idea this was going to happen, but I want to thank my family, my grandparents, my fiance Kara, Finish Line Racewear, and all the fans for coming out. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Congratulations, buddy.
Well, thank you, Nate. The modifieds now going to be showcased here at the Third Mile Paved Oval. And this is a new division now, I believe, in its 3rd year. Am I correct?
Yes.
And there is the modified points leaders. Terry Humphrey leads the way. Jimmy Whitridge in the 11 car in 2nd. And Sean Gray, also a fine driver, in 3rd.
We've had some wild crashes the last few weeks in these cars. I hope they don't, but boy, when these cars crash, it puts on a show, and lucky one gentleman.
Let's take a look. Jimmy Whitridge in the front row along with Mike Litchfield.
And coming up in row 2 is Ray Muncy in the 12 car and 50 of Jeremy Dennis.
3rd row, Bear Tomasevich and Mike Rush.
4th row is 25 of Jimmy Kidd and a 91 of Sean Gray.
Driving in the 5th row, 88 Bruce Holmes drives 2 divisions, and 77 car of Don Townsend Jr.
Row 6 is number 1 of Terry Humphreys and the 16 of Jimmy Judd.
Bill Gussler Jr. in the 8 car, and Howard Muncy in the 23rd car make up the 7th row.
8th row is Eddie Valette in the 7, and 111 is Jeff Sheets.
In the 9th row, Ralph Humphrey in the 55 car, and Kenny Simpson.
Row 10, there is none.
There is gotcha. Was waiting all year.
You know, you watch these monitors, you watch the track. Heck, I'm Tom, a new guy.
Let's talk about Whitridge, and we're going to have a little story about him in another division, so stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Some interesting news with him, and there's a story there, and again, we'll share that with you. But let's take a look at the modifieds in terms of some of the wins here. Jimmy Whitridge has 2 feature wins, has 7 top 10s, and has 1 fast time. He is an excellent driver in the modifieds, but you're going to see him again later. And again, we'll have more on that here.
You know, there's a fellow we talked about earlier in this division, Don Townsend Jr. There you go, swim behind your screen, 77 on the high side of 91. Trivia question for you.
Okay.
What do you think he did before he became a race car driver?
I'm not sure.
He was Buster Douglas's sparring partner, and he beat a lot of butt in the heavyweight division back in his day.
Under green here in the modifieds. Well, let's see. He's going to have to do a lot of busting up to win here, probably.
I think if someone races him rough, they won't go to the pits looking for a fight.
You don't think so? Whitridge in the lead.
How'd you imagine going up to him when you race me rough and he drops you? I don't think I'd be into that. He's such a nice guy. I don't think he'd do it. I think everybody know better.
Well, Jimmy Whitridge just got tapped in the rear.
I tell you, Jimmy Whitridge, he won our opening night we ever televised here in this division. He really made it. Has a heck of a night, too. We've had such good TV here. I tell you what, it's awesome.
Well, Mike Litchfield in the 95 car, running 2nd. And we have a spin out in the 55 car of Ralph Humphrey is in the infield. So 55 of Humphrey in the infield. They will not stop the racing action. Jimmy Whitridge leads. Litchfield is 2nd, followed by Ray Muncy 3rd. That's 1, 2, and 3. Litchfield in the 95 car. And taking a look at
that 2nd place car is at 95. They gotta get a number on the other side. Every time I look up, I keep seeing.
Well, Litchfield does have 7 top 10s, including 1 feature win in this division. Running 2nd right now with 25 laps to go.
Never start finish. They're going into 1. Could be Jimmy's day. There's some action going about. Townsend's working his way up through the pack. And I think the 50 car is having some problems. He's going high, trying to get low. I bet he'll dive in the infield. He's having some issues in the back of the pack there.
Well, Eddie Valette in the 7 car just took over 4th position, and Vallette's got some horsepower because he's chasing down the top 3. The white car of Valette is behind, but he's giving chase. And he's catching up.
Oh, they're sliding on 1.
Oh, bad
man.
crash.
Wow.
Bad crash. Oh, my.
Hope that 8 car. Yeah, he's moving. He's good. Did you see that
I'm
tire
worried
hit
about
his
the
windshield?
car in the wall. I'm worried about the one in the wall.
Well, I saw the left front of the white 91 or 6 time. What is it? He went right on the windshield of that 8 car.
Everybody's okay. Thumbs
Yes.
up. Everybody's okay. Wow, that is a blessing there. Take a look at this.
Look, Humphreys get out of this. Watch, that 01 gets loose, hits Humphreys. Humphreys steers out of it.
That's Tomasovic.
And here we go. Watch him drive up the windshield. Well, right up on his windshield.
Wow. So that's Tomasovic that was on the wall.
Look at that.
And then Phil Gussler Jr. So the 01 car.
Look at that.
And then on top, wow.
Can you imagine
That
sitting in the 8 car, seeing a tire come through your window?
Wow.
What we talked about last showing was these open wheel cars. What they did, shoot right up in the
Shoot
air.
up when they hit the tires. Yep.
I can't believe Terry Humphreys got out of that mess. The 1 car.
Well, let's go ahead and take a timeout. I'm sure we'll have another chance to take a look at it. Bad wreck here in the modifieds. We're under caution here at the Columbus Motor Speedway.
If you're looking for an amazing deal on a new car, truck, or SUV, then you need to get to Germain Toyota today. Our prices are so low, you won't believe your eyes when you see them. Right now, you'll find rock bottom prices on all new Camrys, Tundras, Highlanders, and Corollas. Whatever you're looking for, you can be sure we've got the right vehicle at the right price. So get to Germain Toyota at the Bryce Road exit off I-70 and go home with a fantastic deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle.
At El Vaquero, we don't just serve up great Mexican food. We celebrate it, from our traditional house favorites to fantastic new entrees like spicy fish tacos. Prefer a vegetarian dish? Try El Vaquero's new spinach chilaquiles. We have endless choices, from fresh salads to fresh seafood, from appetizers to, well, too many delicious Mexican specialties to name in 30 seconds. Come see why we're the Consumer's Choice Award winner year after year. El Vaquero, authentic Mexican food.
Well, Tomasovic in the 01 car is going to get loose. And then the melee. And this turned out everybody was okay, but oh my gosh, was it ugly. Because Jimmy Judd in the 16 car, you see him coming in the white. There he is. Boom.
Every time I see that, I go.
And he rolls right on top of Phil Gussler Jr. and Jimmy Judd on top of Tomasovic. Everybody's okay. And oh, by the way, Barrett Tomasovic's car, he drove it out of here.
Yeah, both halves.
Both halves. So the grandpa has been called out, wow. Well, almost a half a dozen times, 4 times, and we're not even through halfway of our feature races here. And with that modified accident, we had a very bad modified accident here last week in Boots.
Oh, yeah,
You had
Bubba.
a chance to visit with him.
Yeah, Don Vance, I went down to the hospital, saw him. Don broke a rib, collapsed a lung, but last update, he's doing really well. And then in the compacts, we had Dale Corey, which I saw him tonight, but he broke his wrist. He broke his collarbone. That was an unusual night last week, and best wishes out to those guys. I hear they're doing good, and we hope it continues to do good, and hope to see him out here racing soon. And again, Don Vance, he probably took the heaviest hit, so we hope he gets better soon.
Well, once we go back under green, you see our leaders there, and then Ray Muncy. And now in third, and Ray Muncy, despite having a few points yanked out of his pocket, is back amongst the leaders here.
Yeah,
once
Ray,
we restart.
We'll have to politically correct this. Ray got raced a little rough, and Ray got a little even, and Ray got a little trouble. How's that? Let's leave it at that. Most of the fans here know what happened. It was a classic. But yeah, Muncy, he's hasn't been in front for a long time, so he's probably excited right now. But Whitreach, I think tonight's his race again. I think he's our hero pick. Maybe we're on to something again.
Well, speaking about Muncy, looking for his first feature win, has had 4 top 3 finishes. I mean, he's finished has finished third 4 times. Sorry, has had 8 top 10 finishes, and he's also posted a fast time. So the 12 car will be hopefully to be a factor once we resume racing action. And don't forget about Terry Humphrey. Humphrey is, you know,
he made it through that crash.
Right, and he is the points leader.
Now back where we were talking about, where's the 1 car in 91? Yeah, they got a few cars in between. There's a little grudge match going on there too. So
yeah, Sean Gray and Terry Humphrey don't care for each other. That's just saying. That's saying it just as easily as you could say it. They just don't care for one another. And if those two get running side by side or right behind each other, you may see some bumping and grinding going on there.
Oh yeah, this is can't bump too much in this division. We'll just have a replay of what we just saw.
So Wittridge with 2 feature wins and 7 top 10s is going to lead the way once we drop the green flag.
There's old Humphrey. He's they say he's the nicest guy, but when you put him in a race car, he turns into the Tasmanian devil. So that's cool though.
There's his numbers there. The points leader. And now they're going to put the foot to the gas.
Look at
we're back under green. Wittridge is running.
He is just pulling on that crowd. He's on to it tonight. His car is coming to life. Look at that. Going into 3 and it's
5-car lane.
He could get out and get a hamburger and come back.
21 laps to go, and you look at the leader, Jimmy Wittridge.
You know, the bad thing is he don't have a radio and he don't have a mirror. He don't know if they're on his bumper or that far back. So he's going to drive his race. Watch that scoreboard.
You got to worry about breaking out. Litchfield, and there's Muncy. And Muncy getting tapped in the rear by Mike Rush.
Muncy got a little loose going into 2 there, and he checked off, and he didn't have nowhere to go but into his rear bumper. So, boy, he did some damage on the back of Muncy's car. Look at his quarter crushed and his back bumper shoved in.
Mike Rush posted the 3rd fastest qualifying time for this race, and a caution is out. Did he break out?
I think we had a breakout. Oh, Leslie's getting Christmas in July presents out. Look. I do not know. Officials will update us here in a minute. I do not know what happened, folks. I'm sorry.
Well, we have another 11 car. This must be a late entry somehow. We had only one 11 car on the modifieds, so I don't know where that one came from. But now they're looking at that car there.
You know, I know they got traditional numbers, but that is hard on me and you.
Well, and in the racing guide and from the times that they posted, we only had
I
111.
believe he's the driver that we gave credit our original show against Wittridge. I think with those 2 guys we got confused. Remember, we had the names backwards. But we'll research that here in a little bit and update that. And we apologize.
But it is a breakout. It is a breakout. Jimmy Wittridge did break out. As we said, the temperature a little cooler than it was today. That the cars could get maybe a little faster. And as you mentioned, Boots, you have got to keep your eye on that board, right?
Yeah, when you again, it's politically correctness. You are in the front. You wait till someone comes on that board that you know that can compete with you, and then you get on the gas. He must have broke out a ton for them to catch it, because poor Jimmy, he's just fit to be tied right now.
And he was running well.
Yes, he was.
And had the horsepower. Now it's going to be extremely tough with 19 laps to go to come from the back of the pack.
Yeah, I think he'll get up to Sean Gray and probably hit a dead end there. I think he'll end up with a 6th or 7th place finish. 19 to go. That gives him plenty of time. There could be a few cautions. You never know. I've seen crazier stuff happen here.
Mike Litchfield, your new leader, looking for his first win of the year. So we are back under green here at the start finish line, and Litchfield will lead it in front of Ray Muncy and Mike Rush in 3rd. Oh, look who's coming on the outside.
Sean Gray.
In that new cut groove. That is Sean Gray making a move, and he's right next to Terry Humphrey. He gets by the 01 car for a moment, and they're still side by side. We told you the story about them. Let's see what happens there, but we have a group of cars.
Oh, great.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars all together into turn 1.
Sean is trying that upper groove, and it doesn't seem like he's pulling off.
Don Townsend Jr. in the mix, running 4th in the 77 car. So that is your leaders there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars separating themselves now into turns 3 and 4.
I think Townsend's running a heck of a race. I think if without Wittridge, you know, bad for Wittridge, good for us. We have a good race now because Wittridge isn't pulling on a pack, and we have a bunch of guys bunched up.
Townsend right on the bumper of Rush into turn 3.
1 through 6, that's where your race is, that's for sure.
And now here comes Humphrey, makes a move. Dust flies under the tire of Townsend. Still 6 cars right behind each other as they come here the near straightaway.
Sean Gray's not going to dive under the 1 car, Terry Humphrey, so that ought to be interesting. That's the 1 car.
Litchfield still leads. 12 laps to go when they come around.
Oh, there goes Sean Gray underneath Humphreys. Hope they don't collect each other.
They've been side-to-side boots ever since this restart. And now Muncy trying to take Townsend Jr. on the outside. Humphrey trying to catch 4th. It's going to be close into turn 1. Dust flies from underneath the tires of Mike Rush again.
There's Sean
7. And Sean Gray.
He keeps sticking his nose up there.
And Terry Humphrey.
Humphreys just got in.
Boom, he just hit the outside tire, but he doesn't jump. So Rush.
Oh, he hit him back, though. He just spun the 77. That was a little payback, I guess.
Townsend spins out. And we're under our 3rd caution.
Well, I think Terry... I think Townsend got Terry a little loose, and Terry took him back out.
Wow.
Oh.
This... Let's see.
We'll see on the replay, but yeah, it's...
He's letting him know about it. He's as you see our replay there.
Oh, yeah, he deliberately did it.
Yes, he did. He put his right front tire right into Townsend.
And I don't
Let's take another look.
Yeah, right there. He didn't see
right
him turn
there.
his wheel right there, right into him on purpose. Does he know he used to beat up Buster Douglas?
Well, Humphrey,
guy to pick on.
Well, Humphrey better look out, because that's one guy you're not going to mess with.
I don't think he would. He's a real well-mannered guy.
And I'll tell you what, Don Townsend has a good left jab, and he has a devastating right hand. So
wow. I mean, Townsend did get into Humphreys first, but he didn't spin him.
So let's see how they realign them. Townsend should not be penalized. I don't think. I don't know.
Well, he started it. He started it. So to be
but going
fair.
by, you know, we're not an official, so we don't know exactly all of the details. But I just was speculating from what I saw on the.
I think that's a good call because they both caused the caution. Them two acting like that caused the caution. So. Oh boy. I'd just rather not talk about it.
Right. Okay.
Well,
so they're let's go ahead and take another look and see, you know, what actually
right here.
They're side by side.
Now see, let's see what happens. Oh, they just got into each other.
Okay. So Townsend gets into him, and then there we go. Okay.
It's like a replay of the Sean Gray Terry Humphreys, because Humphreys didn't give Townsend any room, and he was pinching down on him, and again they were just racing and they hit each other. And then if you watch here comes Terry, just deliberately wrecks a 77 right there, boom. So the officials are working it out right now and getting everybody realigned, and because they both acted up, they're both going to go back of the pack. So
well, and you saw the pictures. Pictures do not lie, do they, Boots? Townsend got into Humphrey, then Humphrey got him a little payback racing, and so now they're saying both cars need to go to the back. But right now, what's going on is that Don Townsend Jr.
is pleading his case right now.
Right, but the officials are saying, hey, look, this is the way it is. This is what's going on, and he's not happy about it. So now both have admitted fault. We just received word both have admitted fault.
Well, then the right calls put them both back.
So then they go back to the back, both of them.
Yeah. I think two good guys getting caught up in the moment, and now they're both thinking, what in the world were we doing?
Well, you know who's happy about all this is Mike Litchfield and the 95 car.
Yeah,
and Ray Muncy too, because, you know, they're still running 1 and 2. And Mike Rush, in third once we go back under green.
So, I tell you what, this has been a wild night again. We've been lucky, lucky, lucky. How many times can I say that? I'll never say blow a flat again. I've been getting a lot of grief from everybody.
From what?
I say blow a flat. And I guess my wife even made fun of me and all my buddies in the pits. I guess you don't blow a flat, you get a flat.
Oh, so they're saying that's bad English?
I guess. But all my English teachers are dead because they're the same teachers that taught my mom back in the 40s. So they're not here to still grab me by my ear and give me a heck. So, yeah, I said blew a flat, which...
Blew a tire.
Blew a tire.
So that's what you blew a tire? Or...
Well, if you blow a flat, that means you blew it twice. So I've been getting a lot of grief. It's like, you know, the bad thing about being friends with most of these guys, they dissect me every week. And I deserve it because I'm a true believer. I definitely dish it out. And I like Donnie Nash. I've been wearing him out in the 69 compact, and I always call him Robbie Gordon because he does his little tantrums and all that. So that's good TV. I'm glad Donnie throws his little fits. So Donnie, if you're listening, got you again.
Bubba Parsons in the 22 car, not here tonight, and not here in the...
yeah, we wish Bubba the best. I hear he's down under the weather because of the wreck or something. I didn't get the details. I don't know if he did or not. But... Towns goes right into the wall in turn 3.
Wow.
He must have had something wrong with his car. It looked like something broke on it because he went straight into the turn 3 wall.
So this lap will not count. And
boy, he's having a rough night. Now he's mad.
Yeah, and understandably so. Just,
boy, he's a big dude too.
Well, as you said, he was Buster Douglas's sparring partner. Has a good jab and a very vicious right hand, and his right hand probably punched the dash now, or the steering wheel there.
Bad luck for Donnie.
Yeah.
Like we said, his dad was a legend in all the divisions, and you know, one thing he said to me early, his life goal was to race his dad in a wing sprint car, and he was able to do that. And he said that was the best thing in his life, to race his dad. So, again, I didn't know his dad personally, but I haven't heard a bad word about his dad. And he also was telling me his favorite rock band, country song, is Rascal Flatts Band. So I was down there interviewing him today, getting to know all these guys. And guess what his favorite car is? A place in my heart.
57.
Oh, good man. He's perfect. And he likes a big block Chevrolet, so.
Well, you took a look at the driver there, and I'll tell you, we've had a lot of wrecks here tonight, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back as we resume racing right after this timeout.
If you're looking for an amazing deal on a new car, truck, or SUV, then you need to get to Germain Toyota today. Our prices are so low, you won't believe your eyes when you see them. Right now, you'll find rock-bottom prices on all new Camrys, Tundras, Highlanders, and Corollas. Whatever you're looking for, you can be sure we've got the right vehicle at the right price. So get to Germain Toyota at the Bryce Road exit off I-70 and go home with a fantastic deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle.
At El Vaquero, we don't just serve up great Mexican food. We celebrate it, from our traditional house favorites to fantastic new entrees like spicy fish tacos. Prefer a vegetarian dish? Try El Vaquero's new spinach chilaquiles. We have endless choices, from fresh salads to fresh seafood, from appetizers to, well, too many delicious Mexican specialties to name in 30 seconds. Come see why we're the Consumer's Choice Award winner year after year. El Vaquero, authentic Mexican food.
Welcome back to the Columbus Motor Speedway. Along with Dan Boots Longinette, I'm Eric Thacker. Glad to have you with us. We've had many cautions, had many wreckers, have had many cars exit the track. Litchfield, Muncy, and Rush is 1, 2, and 3 as we resume racing action in the modified division.
Oh, Muncy's going high. Look at that. Muncy's getting him on the restart. He went right on the outside of Litchfield on that green. Look at that. Muncy's going to get him.
And look out.
Oh, look, Sean Gray.
Here comes Sean Gray. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
The only thing we got to watch now is them two get together, like we just saw with Humphreys and Townsend. Look how close they are.
Well, Humphrey is behind that group of 4 cars there.
Pardon me. You got to watch Muncy and Gray. Them two have a little grudge match too. So.
Well, Muncy on the high side. Still running neck to neck.
That's what we like to see.
Yes.
Right there.
Excellent racing, but the modifieds, this gets a little, when you get close to each other, as Boots mentioned, if those tires hit, their car is going to lose it.
Like a boomerang. Oh, look at that. He dove in. Muncy dove in hard.
Sean Gray.
Oh, he used lap traffic. That was perfect. Look at that. Oh, and
That allows Sean Gray to take second place. Sean Gray on the high side was able to capture second.
that was a perfect move by Muncy. Was that not picture perfect? He saw it. I don't think he saw the lap car. And Muncy saw it and used it to his advantage.
So Muncy, the new leader.
But Sean Gray's got his number. Sean Gray's car is fast on that outside groove. I hope he races him clean.
Litchfield running third. Rush running fourth.
Boy, Litchfield's probably upset with himself right now, not seeing that lap car.
There's Rush there. And Litchfield. Here's the battle for first and second as you see the battle for third and fourth there.
Now Muncy needs to protect that bottom groove. There's more lap cars. There he goes by that. Nice clean by. 4 to go. So Muncy
3 to go now.
3 to go. So I think if Muncy. Oh, there goes Sean diving in deep in it too.
Sean Gray looking to make a move on Muncy. Right on his rear bumper. 2 laps to go. Litchfield in third. Rush in fourth.
That last lap is where the action is going to take place. I think Sean will put a bumper on him. I really do.
And it just did.
Oh.
And he almost lost it after he did.
1 to go. I think that just sealed it up for him.
So he tried to loosen him up, Boots, but it backfired.
Give Sean credit for that because it seemed like a few weeks ago Sean would have went on through him.
Muncy is going to come around and he's going to get the checkered flag. Sean Gray finishes second. Litchfield is third. Mike Rush is fourth.
That was cool. That was a good. I give Sean Gray credit. So Sean, all the grief I gave him, racing people rough, he let up, and that was perfect.
And look who's in the end of Sean Gray. Litchfield is in the end of Sean Gray.
But I don't remember Sean Gray racing Litchfield wrong.
Litchfield and Sean Gray side by side into turn 1, stopped. And we'll see what's going on here.
Look at that.
And he's hot. Litchfield is hot coming out of his car.
Old Big Bobby, the official, he don't get by him. Look at Bobby, he's a moose.
So let's see.
Let's have a little, I did not see them two get into each other, so we will have that footage, so.
Well, they're asking for the people to get out of there. They don't want to have anything starting. When you get a crowd involved, then tempers begin to fly sometimes. But one thing we can say is that Sean Gray is not beyond controversy here at the track. Even though he got hit into and probably not deserved, it seems that the 91 car gets involved with some of these altercations. But there's your winner, Ray Muncy.
Let's look at the positives. There you go.
Right.
There's the winner. He's excited. I think that may be his first win of the year.
So Ray Muncy is the winner here at the modified division at the Columbus Motor Speedway.
If you're looking for an amazing deal on a new car, truck, or SUV, then you need to get to Germain Toyota today. Our prices are so low, you won't believe your eyes when you see them. Right now, you'll find rock bottom prices on all new Camrys, Tundras, Highlanders, and Corollas. Whatever you're looking for, you can be sure we've got the right vehicle at the right price. So get to Germain Toyota at the Bryce Road exit off I-70 and go home with a fantastic deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle.
At El Vaquero, we don't just serve up great Mexican food. We celebrate it, from our traditional house favorites to fantastic new entrees like spicy fish tacos. Prefer a vegetarian dish? Try El Vaquero's new spinach chilaquiles. We have endless choices, from fresh salads to fresh seafood, from appetizers to, well, too many delicious Mexican specialties to name in 30 seconds. Come see why we're the Consumer's Choice Award winner year after year. El Vaquero, authentic Mexican food.
Well, welcome back, everybody. The Columbus Motor Speedway. Christmas in July at the 3rd Mile Paved Oval, where the kids received a gift. Everybody that came in, plus a lot of good eats and treats. Ice cream on hand, and yes, St. Nick also made his way down. But right now, someone's there with the winner. Let's go down to it now.
And here he is, Ray Muncy, winner of tonight's modified feature event. Ray, this is your second win, correct? Last year you got your first one. Tell me about that race, buddy.
Hey, if it wasn't for Mikey Litchfield, I probably never won. He drove me pretty clean, but I can't say it for Sean Gray. That's 3 or 4 times he hit me there. I just don't know what's wrong with him.
I understand, buddy. Well, it was a good race. You and Mike put on quite a good show. I know you guys are buddies, and it was good to see you up there in front, buddy.
But one of us was going to win, that was for sure.
All righty, buddy. Congratulations.
Well, here's what he's talking about. Ray Muncy talking about the 91 car of Sean Gray as he was racing against Mike Litchfield. In all due respect to the winner, this
they come up on a lap car.
Lie that Sean Gray did not seem to get into Litchfield at all. So we know that they're teammates. We know that they're upset. But Ray Muncy, in all fairness, right there, the 91 car of Sean Gray did not do anything
there's a lap.
there.
Here comes the lap car. You'll see when they go into 4, and he just holds his position. I don't know. And Litchfield,
there's nothing there. There's just nothing there. So anyway,
I think Litchfield hit the lap car, and Sean Gray just was in his spot, not paying attention, doing his thing. And I think when Litchfield watches, so.
All right, let's go back to the action, and let's go and talk with my good friend Dave Siva, who's riding in the 51 car. Not yet. No, we're going to take a look at the
accident last week. Now watch this. 77 season opening below Jamie Hunt and doesn't realize the 0 car, and that was 3 cars going here. They're coming into 1, and when they go into 2, they're all in position. 3 cars can't fit in the same hole, guys. And there were some heated arguments after that, but all 3 drivers were innocent in my book. It was just a wreck. It's racing. And I think once they see that footage, it'll be great, guys.
Okay, so Jimmy Wittridge is now going to be driving the 0 car. The 0 car is Jimmy Wittridge. It is not Donnie Hill. Donnie Hill is in the 01 car. More on that in a minute. Let's get to my good friend Dave Siva, who's driving in the 51 cars. You take a look at the points leaders there. Dave Siva, you with me? All righty, Dave, you're back here at the Columbus Motor Speedway. Everybody knows about your dad and the legend here. You continue to run that 51 car. What do you expect tonight?
Well, I just hope that we all have a good, safe run out here. Hope this whole thing proves it can be competitive against these guys. It's a lot of fun. That's what I do know. But we sure do appreciate all the fans in the stands out there and everything CSN's doing for us as well.
Well, we thank you, Dave. And hey, you had a very good heat race earlier.
Yeah, that was fun out there. I thought maybe I could pick him off there, get a little leap start, if you will, right with the green. And Michael was kind of pointing his finger at me, so I thought, I'll just run out here and get a little experience. But it was fun.
Well, I tell you, I was lobbying for you. I said, hey, the 51 car, he needs to hold on to that second position. I didn't see much of a start there, but anyway, you still took 3rd there.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm learning. Hey, I'm probably the world's oldest rookie is behind the steering wheel. When you start at 47 and I'm 50 today, it's just having fun. I hope to have a real good, clean race and be as competitive in front of these good fans as I can possibly be.
All righty, good luck to you, Dave. One more lap and then you're under green. Take care, my friend.
Thank you, buddy.
All righty, Dave Siva there in the 51 car. So we thank him for allowing us to radio his car. And
now that 01 car, we're talking about Donnie 0 Hill. His 0 took that big hit we showed you a little bit ago, and they didn't want to risk their points lead or not maybe get to the front, so he's in the backup car, that 01. So this ought to be an interesting evening and see what that 0 car does tonight.
Look out for Donnie Renner. More on this in a moment. Donnie Renner in the 7 car can play a factor, and he has been quite a story the last couple of weeks.
And I think I made a mistake. I don't think the other 0 car is a 0. So no 01. So the 0 towards the front, he's got a little 1. If you look closely on his door, he's a little 1. So there are 2 identical 0 cars, but there's a little 1 hidden on there.
So we'll try to keep that straight for you.
And Donnie Renner.
Kobe Robb is.
Yeah, Kobe Robb's back. He was in a different division last year, and he rebuilt his car to be in the late models with us this year. So Kobe's leading the pack.
Well, Chad Pendleton is now giving chase on the outside. Pendleton into turn 1. Can he take the lead? Pendleton just captured it a little bit. Now he relinquished it back to Kobe Robb.
Kobe's running a good line. He's not used to this division. I think this is only 2nd time this year he's been in this car, in this division. So kudos to Kobe. Kobe. There he's going. Some bumping and grinding there, going in a 4.
Good racing thus far.
Kobe Robb was an ex-professional motocross racer for all of his young years and teenage years, and I guess he was a top-notch motocross guy. I never did get the details on how far he went, but that's why he went into this late model racing, because he just loves to go fast and he loves to race. Now that 7 car, the Renner.
Yes.
Okay.
Here's what we want to talk about. Donnie Renner was had that burn on his arm after working on his car where his radiator cap blew. Was in the burn unit for a couple of days. Hey, here's what number 7 has done. He's won before getting out of the hospital. You know, he was under a lot of pain and said it was tough as the caution has come out. We'll tell you what happened there. But to finish our story with the number 7 car and Donnie Renner is that he came back last week, Boots, and finished 2nd. He ran last night at Killcare, had led 18 laps before he was taken out of the race. And this is a guy that loves racing and can't stand to be out of it, and really battled back. His arm is in a protective cover, but he is a 3-time defending track champion here, and so good to see that the number 7 car is back and running well. Now, what is our caution there?
Our boy, he might want to get him on the horn here. He 51 car, and I think the Hersey car got into him, or I didn't see it. Kobe's still in the lead, so Kobe's nerves are probably about shot right now.
Well, let's see if we can't get Dave Sieva on. Dave, are you there with us?
He's going up the official.
Dave, tell us what happened there.
Well, trying to follow the 24 up under there, and 3 didn't want me to come on up under there, and he came on down. It's just racing. We're just racing.
Well, Dave, you're a good sport, and let's hope that you get a good restart there.
Car looks okay.
All right, so Dave Sieva now.
That shot there makes it look like his back tire's about 24 inches wide. Look at that. A Flintstone car. Must be picking up the fence there. There you go.
Well, definitely the most cautions we have had this racing season, as every division has given us a few cautions and quite a few wrecks. You see Dave Sieva there in the 51 car. His dad was one of the finest drivers in the state of Ohio, who just didn't race here. He raced all over the state.
And he won the first race ever on the paved track here, correct?
Correct.
He won the last dirt race and the first paved race, I believe I'm right. I think okay, that's awesome. That's a family legend right there in itself. So.
And oh, by the way, you heard me say it before, the driver of that 51 car, how many bank vice presidents do you know that's a stock car driver?
None.
And it just tells you a little bit about him. He's a very humble guy. You would just fall in love with him, I'm telling you. So anytime you have a chance to meet Dave Sieva, we encourage you to do so.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. We had hooking that radio up in there today. I went to his crew and I said, "Who is your electronic guru?" And they all looked at me like, "None of us." And I was like, "Well, that includes myself." Well, we figured it out and got it all hooked up. So we got to thank the Cantley family. Tasha's grandpa has been letting us move that radio from car to car, and over all our next few telecasts, we will move from different drivers and different divisions, so we can just give you a little bit of taste of the drivers and different personalities and what have you. So we're fortunate to have a lot of great guys, and they love it. And who doesn't like being on television?
Well, as you look at our leaders there, Kobe Robb, by the way, hasn't had any top 10 finishes. And in fact, this is only his second feature start.
Right, I think
so. What a way to, you know, make your second start being the leader. And we resume racing. By the way, Donnie Renner is in third.
And you know
in the 7 car. And now he's chasing it down. He's trying to get second.
Donnie Renner helped set that car up for Kobe. I was down in the pits and he was over there helping him. That shows you class of Donnie Renner. He don't care. He'll help you go fast and race you while he's doing it.
Working against the 21 car there.
Ray Muncy.
And the back-to-back features. That's got to be tough. I mean, that's got to be tough to get out of one car and into another back-to-back features.
I'd lose too much weight. I'd be skinny. But them fire suits are hot. That's the thing I hated about any racing. You get in them fire suits, and if it's 100 degrees outside, you're 120. Plus, I'm not in the best shape in the world.
3 wide, and Renner's going to make it, and they're going to spin out in the infield.
Oh.
But the 7 car had nothing to do with it. I don't believe.
No.
The 7 car had nothing to do with it. They went 3 wide into turn 3 and 4, and they just lost it.
He dove underneath Kobe. The 12 car, I believe, that we'll see on the replay, but dove under Kobe, and then they all look like our replay of last week's wreck. 3 cars, 1 in the same hole. Here's the replay. Well, he had a door up, but I know he drove right inside of Kobe.
Yep.
And that got him loose. Like Donnie Renner got out unscathed. Kobe was running his line, and he just got loose when he got underneath of him. He went too heavy and too hot into turn 3 and ran right into the side of his door of Kobe Robb. He just, see how he's diving in deep and then loses it.
So Ray Muncy is taken out by Kobe Robb. And
let the officials make the call.
But your new leader is going to be Donnie Renner.
You see the damage on Kobe's car where Kobe probably didn't see him, and Kobe will probably get his spot back.
Not intentional.
There's Grandpa Cantley in the flesh. That's a brand new car he just got done building.
Well, Bill in the infield. We'll be back with as we continue late model action here from the Columbus Motor Speedway.
If you're looking for an amazing deal on a new car, truck, or SUV, then you need to get to Germain Toyota today. Our prices are so low, you won't believe your eyes when you see them. Right now, you'll find rock-bottom prices on all new Camrys, Tundras, Highlanders, and Corollas. Whatever you're looking for, you can be sure we've got the right vehicle at the right price. So get to Germain Toyota at the Bryce Road exit off I-70 and go home with a fantastic deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle.
At El Vaquero, we don't just serve up great Mexican food. We celebrate it, from our traditional house favorites to fantastic new entrees like spicy fish tacos. Prefer a vegetarian dish? Try El Vaquero's new spinach chilaquiles. We have endless choices, from fresh salads to fresh seafood, from appetizers to, well, too many delicious Mexican specialties to name in 30 seconds. Come see why we're the Consumer's Choice Award winner year after year. El Vaquero, authentic Mexican food.
Welcome back, everybody. They're beginning to come around. In a half a lap, we'll be racing back under green. We can tell you that 121, it wasn't the 21 car of Ray Muncy. It was Raleigh Hyder Jr. Raleigh Hyder Jr. That was a 121. Yes, I know you didn't see the 1, but they're saying it's a 121. That who was in the melee of that accident. Donnie Renner will begin second on the restart, not first as they reline him. But guess what?
Kobe's car, something wrong with it.
Yeah, he just passes Kobe easily. So 7 now is the leader, and Kobe's having some engine problems with that car. He's getting passed.
He's got some suspension problems. If you watch his front end jerk as he comes into 4. See it jerking around?
And Raleigh Hyder Jr. brings the 21 car in the infield. So there you see Kobe Robb looking for his first win here. This is only his second trip here this year to the Columbus Motor Speedway. But what a story, Donnie Renner. 3-time track champion, and was burned a few weeks ago didn't wait to heal totally, came out, said, I got to get into that 7 car. Last week took 2nd place here. Last night led 18 laps at Killcare. And here he is again at the Columbus Motor Speedway. And he has a commanding lead, beginning to stretch on the rest of the field here in the late models.
He is on a rail. He is pulling on the back. I didn't get a profile on him yet. I'll have to work on that. See what I got.
The track champion in 1992, and then back-to-back years in 1996 and 1997. Talked with him earlier. He said, I know I don't have a chance at the championship because we haven't raced enough. He said, you miss 1 week, chances are slim. You miss 2 weeks, you're out of it. But he said, I am dying to get back into this race car tonight because I feel I can do something. And he's doing it now. A commanding lead for the number 7 car.
I don't think anybody has anything, but hopefully a caution for the rest of the drivers, not a good caution like debris on the track and call, to get that rest of the pack up with him. He is just pulling on the halfway mark. And
here comes the 0-1 car of Donnie Hill. Now Donnie Hill starting to make a move. He just captured 4th position in the 0-1 car. You see him there. That is not the 0 car. That is the new 0-1 car. That is Donnie Hill, who is the points leader, who is the track record holder with 14.078 seconds. He is the defending champion. He has everything that you would want in a driver and a race car team. He is now making a move, so he'll play a factor. Now in 4th place.
You know how he got his nickname? I finally heard the story.
Go ahead.
His dad was filling out the tax form, and when he asked how many children, he marked 0, and Jeff Nuckles started picking on him. That's where the 0 Hill originated, and it stuck. I think he was probably, oh gosh, 10 years old or what have you. He was a little guy and stuck ever since. And steaks, his favorite food, his favorite singer is Alan Jackson. So, but he drives a Ford and loves a Chevrolet, so I love him for that. He has a '69 Camaro that his dream cars.
Well, there he is right there. Matthew Parsons is running 2nd. So now 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, they are starting, and now we have a spin out right here at the start-finish line, and the cars are going to be able to get through it okay. The 64 car of Jim Newman spins out right at the start-finish line.
The 20 of Mike Brown's right in the infield, right going into the first turn. So I don't know what happened. Looks like his driver's front's got some damage, so I don't know what happened there.
Well, now you know that is a huge, huge break for Donnie Hill and that racing team. There's the right on our cameras there. Yep. And you know, as they reline, Donnie Renner had a commanding lead, but now you factor in the rest of the field that on the restart, it's going to be Matthew Parsons in the 27 car. And then, as we mentioned, Donnie Hill as well. So tough break for the 7 car. As let's see if he has still has the horsepower to separate from the rest of the field when they go back under green.
What happened to Kobe Robb? Did we lose Kobe? I did not see the 15 car on the track anymore.
No, Kobe Robb, he took off. He exited the track.
He must have. He did have
he did leave the track. He was having mechanical problems.
Toby.
Yeah, it was.
Kobe. Blah, blah, blah. Man. Kobe's probably just his first chance of winning one, and I still don't understand why that 121 drove in his door at this.
Now here's a car, the 29 car, who's in 3rd position right now. That is Bob Justice. Bob Justice, who is in 3rd place now, has 1 win. He's 3rd in points, 8 top 10s. He posted the 2nd fastest time tonight with 14.43 seconds during qualifying. So there's Bobby Justice there.
You know what he said to me?
What did he say?
He said he blames us for him spinning out. He says,
what?
Yeah. He says he don't know if it's a subconscious nerve twitch, but every time we put him on air, he spins out. So hopefully we'll prove him wrong tonight.
All right, so Bobby Justice in 3rd. We'll see. Matthew Parsons running 2nd. The leader, Donnie Renner. And we have our 4th caution here at the late models. So we'll see what when they restart if the 7 car has the horsepower.
We almost needed Bobby earlier. Woody, his sponsor is Woody Fox Bail Bonds.
Well, they needed to call them a couple of times tonight, yes.
Almost need them guys.
We have had some extracurricular activities here at the 3rd Mile Paved Oval on No Bets. Tempers running high.
You know what his hobbies are? What? Lottery tickets. He says every extra dollar he gets, he goes and takes a nickel and cleans them tickets.
Does he know what his percentage of win is?
I didn't. Do you ever do that? That'd take the fun out of it, wouldn't it?
Oh.
His percentage of winning tonight's better than lottery ticket, huh?
We're all lined up and we go back under green. And it doesn't take Donnie Hill long to try to test that upper group, but now he comes back. But the 7 car does have the horsepower boots, it appears.
He is hauling. You know, I think anytime someone gets hurt and going through the stuff he's been through in the last few weeks, again, you just want to go racing and get your mind off that stuff. The burn's the worst thing. You know, it's just, look at Donnie Hill going on the outside. He's going to take the 3rd spot.
He's getting around Bobby Justice. On that high side, you said he loves the high side. Now going after Matthew Parsons, and he gets him into turn 3. I tell you, he hits turn 3 better than any other late model driver.
He drives in deep and hard, and he just, turn 3's his turn, right?
It is. That's where he makes his move. But hey, give credit to Bobby Justice. He's not going to relinquish it easy. And Matthew Parsons, let's see if Parsons can hold him off. Hill determined to take that high side, but Donnie Renner continues to stretch his lead.
Boy, you talk about his first car he thinks is bad, so he gets his backup car. It's like a regular NASCAR race. His backup car is as fast as his #1 car.
Oh, Dave Siva and Jim Hersey get into each other, but the vice president banker able to get by in the 51 car.
Zero Hill's about ready to finally close that 2nd spot.
As he gets by Matthew Parsons.
And can he catch Renner? That's the race. He's got a good, Renner has a good 12-car length on him, so I don't know.
I don't think so. I think Donnie Renner has a commanding lead. I don't think he'll be caught. I could be wrong.
And then once he catches him, Renner's looking at the scoreboard. Looks at the scoreboard. Uh-oh, who's coming?
Well, you got to keep your foot on the gas when you're messing with the 0 man, but there's a 1 with the 0 man tonight. The new 0-1 car after his...
Look at that. Look at that. I don't think Zero will get him. Zero's going to point race now.
After his car was utterly destroyed. Last week, caution's out. And oh my.
Oh boy.
Here we go again. They're going to reline with 4 laps to go. So it is going to be the race between Donnie Renner and Donnie Hill.
Wow.
No doubt.
Donnie Hill's doing the Snoopy dance if he could right now. He's a pumped up cat right now. He's like, wow. But for our viewing pleasure, you couldn't ask for 2 better guys than 1 and 2. It's like the Legends race. We're going to have a great last 4 laps. Outstanding.
It's all that a racing fan could wish for. You know, as a driver, if you have a commanding lead, you like those more. You know, but if it's a close one, it's good for the fans, but the drivers, they don't care for it.
No.
Well, let's go ahead and take this time out. When we come back, we're going to have the thriller in the late models right after this timeout.
If you're looking for an amazing deal on a new car, truck, or SUV, then you need to get to Germain Toyota today. Our prices are so low, you won't believe your eyes when you see them. Right now, you'll find rock-bottom prices on all new Camrys, Tundras, Highlanders, and Corollas. Whatever you're looking for, you can be sure we've got the right vehicle at the right price. So get to Germain Toyota at the Bryce Road exit off I-70 and go home with a fantastic deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle.
At El Vaquero, we don't just serve up great Mexican food. We celebrate it, from our traditional house favorites to fantastic new entrees like spicy fish tacos. Prefer a vegetarian dish? Try El Vaquero's new spinach chilaquiles. We have endless choices, from fresh salads to fresh seafood, from appetizers to, well, too many delicious Mexican specialties to name in 30 seconds. Come see why we're the Consumer's Choice Award winner year after year. El Vaquero, authentic Mexican food.
Well, welcome back, and they're going to be under green as we come around turn 3 and 4. The late models, and can the 7 car hold them off? Donnie Hill going immediately to that high side. Donnie Hill with the 01 car, but the 7 car has the horsepower. You can tell in turn 2 and in the back straightaway.
He's pulling on him.
So this is the battle. This is the race right here. The 7 and the 01 car. two fine drivers, two fine teams. You couldn't ask for anything better.
Nope, perfect. And I don't know.
We'll see.
Donnie's going to come into 3 hard that last lap. If they're still in that position they are now. 0-1 of Donnie Hill, which sounds crazy saying that. 0-1, I just can't spit that out.
I know, that's a tough one.
See, he's not diving hard in that 3.
Hey, here's Bobby Justice making a move on Matthew Parsons on the high side. Bobby Justice trying to capture 3rd. 1 lap remaining when they come back around. And can the 7 car, who has just been on fire after coming back from the injury, can he hold off here at the 3rd mile, paved oval?
I think this is Renner, because if Zero's going to drive deep, he don't have it. He's driving a little deep, Zero, he don't. It's not enough.
The 7 car of Donnie Renner is going to take the checkered flag and get his 3rd victory here at the Columbus Motor Speedway this year. Followed by
now watch
Donnie Hill, and then coming in 3rd.
Perfect.
Is Matthew Parsons. That is your official 1, 2, and 3. What a race.
Good race.
And how about it for Donnie Renner? What a story.
Great. I'm pumped for him because of everything he's been through the last few weeks. So good for him.
And how about Donnie Hill's new 01 car? That looked pretty good here tonight, too.
Well, he's a pretty lucky guy. He's got a good sponsor, Architect Glass. And if you go back to his trailer, if you walk in there, that car is up in the air above his other car. So.
Well, exciting racing action, and there he is. You know the story. We're happy for him. His 3rd win this year. 3-time track champion here at Columbus Motor Speedway.
If you're looking for an amazing deal on a new car, truck, or SUV, then you need to get to Germain Toyota today. Our prices are so low, you won't believe your eyes when you see them. Right now, you'll find rock-bottom prices on all new Camrys, Tundras, Highlanders, and Corollas. Whatever you're looking for, you can be sure we've got the right vehicle at the right price. So get to Germain Toyota at the Bryce Road exit off I-70 and go home with a fantastic deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle.
At El Vaquero, we don't just serve up great Mexican food. We celebrate it, from our traditional house favorites to fantastic new entrees like spicy fish tacos. Prefer a vegetarian dish? Try El Vaquero's new spinach chilaquiles. We have endless choices, from fresh salads to fresh seafood, from appetizers to, well, too many delicious Mexican specialties to name in 30 seconds. Come see why we're the Consumer's Choice Award winner year after year. El Vaquero, authentic Mexican food.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Donnie Renner captures the checkered flag, and he stands by with our own Nate Pennington.
And Donnie Renner shuts it off, starts pulling the gloves off. This must feel pretty good to Donnie. An accident a few weeks ago. He got a little bit burnt on his hands and arms. Getting the helmet off. And here he comes out of the car. Your feature winner for tonight, Donnie Renner. Man, Donnie, I don't know what to say. Tell me about that win, buddy.
I'll tell you, I can't even talk. I can't talk. It's, I've been doing this 24 years, and this is real emotional. It really is. I've been on a roller coaster ride the last 2 weeks, and you know, only my friends and family really know the pain and everything I've been in the last couple weeks, and I just can't even talk. It's special.
I understand, Donnie. Well, it was good seeing you win, buddy.
Thanks.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks.
Well, how about that? Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Well, there's the sports stock points leaders. George Lindsay, he continues to run. Bubba Parsons not here tonight, so James Harding has an opportunity here to pick up some points. Harding ran at 16.217 seconds as we take a look at the front row.
All right, front row, we got 02 at Joe Hensel and 94 at Jeremy English.
And the sports stock row 2, there he is, George Lindsay and Steve Carnes.
Row 3 is Roger Smith in a 72 and 2 of Phil Gussler Jr.
Well, there's Roger Gillespie and Bo Davis, a winner last week.
A sleeper. Row 5 is 88 Bruce Holmes and 75 at James Harding.
And our good friend Bruce Holmes in the 88 car.
Row 7, 81 at Rick Longwell, and they're going green, so we'll finish that in a little bit, guys. 63 at Chris Fortuna.
So there's the rest of the field.
Now look at George Lindsay. He's sitting in a good spot. He's bottom row, and I think if George can sneak around Joe Hensel, he might get to the front pretty easily.
Well, Jeremiah English, too, on the high side running third, but now will drop back to fourth position after Steve Carnes dives in low to take third place. And then, he gets loose a little bit. Jeremiah English.
Pulled out of it. Good job, Jeremiah.
Way to hold on.
Wow, that's
dust fly.
He's raced compact, so he's doing it right. He's moving up one division at a time, so that was a heck of a save. That's his old compact days. He thought he was in front wheel drive, I think, here for a second.
Joe Hensel, your leader.
There's our sleeper, Bo Davis, his new nickname.
I had a chance to talk with Bo earlier today, spin out, and the 73 car, Jason Bartram, is in the infield.
George is trying out Joe. He's got to put a fender up on him to see him feeling him out. Chevy versus Ford, 1 and 2.
The 26 car was rocking Bruce Snyder back and forth. Don't know if you had a chance to see that.
No, I missed that.
But that was, he almost lost it there, able to hold on. Wow. Here he comes George Lindsay, the points leader.
On up front. I do not know what happened there.
He blew
81.
it.
No, he lost his tire.
He lost it. Rick Lawwell.
Wow. I heard it. I didn't see it. I was looking in turn 1.
And we've seen the sparks fly, and good driving by the drivers. Wow, you take a look at it.
He almost got wiped out.
And no, he didn't get T-boned. And credit the fine drivers here at the 3rd mile paved oval that they didn't hit him broadside. Let's go ahead and take the timeout. There's your leader again when we restart. No, we're going to keep it right here.
I tell you what,
keep it right here.
That smoke from him spinning and those last few guys coming through that smoke, that was the Days of Thunder. Interviewing these guys, you know what their #1 movie? Most of them?
Oh, of course.
Days of Thunder or Six Pack. You remember that movie with Kenny Rogers?
No.
You don't know Six Pack?
No.
Okay, we got
no.
All my drivers are listening. I kid you not, about 15 of these guys like Six Pack.
Okay.
No, it was a little with Kenny Rogers as a driver, dirt. It's kind of it surprised me. But I got Days of Thunder, Six Pack, and then one guy, some of these guys.
Well, the frustration you see there for Rick Lawwell as he loses his tire. We'll resume racing action here at Obetz when we return here on the Columbus Sports Network, local sports now.
If you're looking for an amazing deal on a new car, truck, or SUV, then you need to get to Germain Toyota today. Our prices are so low, you won't believe your eyes when you see them. Right now, you'll find rock-bottom prices on all new Camrys, Tundras, Highlanders, and Corollas. Whatever you're looking for, you can be sure we've got the right vehicle at the right price. So get to Germain Toyota at the Bryce Road exit off I-70 and go home with a fantastic deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle.
At El Vaquero, we don't just serve up great Mexican food. We celebrate it, from our traditional house favorites to fantastic new entrees like spicy fish tacos. Prefer a vegetarian dish? Try El Vaquero's new spinach chilaquiles. We have endless choices, from fresh salads to fresh seafood, from appetizers to, well, too many delicious Mexican specialties to name in 30 seconds. Come see why we're the Consumer's Choice Award winner year after year. El Vaquero, authentic Mexican food.
Well, welcome back, everybody, as they are moving around the track. And again, what has been customary here at the at the race car track is that if there's a tragedy in anybody's family, you see that black line, and unfortunately the tragic hits real close to home. Hits real close to home with this production team. My fine color analyst and racing analysis boots, and this stripe is for you.
Thank you. And I thank those guys that did it. My brother was had a recent accident on vacation, and we lost him. He was 48 years old. And a good guy. Everybody knew him. He was our flag football coach when we were kids, basketball coach, and just a great guy. You want to go partying with someone, he was fun. And just a super guy, and I'm going to miss him dearly. So,
Dave Longinette. So the tribute to him.
I appreciate the guys doing that. It makes you feel really good. Almost makes you want to like tear your heart out. It hurts so bad. Appreciate it, guys.
Well, they really care for you, Boots. Not only the ones that have it, but practically everybody here. They just, you know, have been emailing us and talking about how great it is having you in the booth.
Well, I appreciate that too. I love automobiles, and I always have. And I've raced everything from my Hot Wheel when I was a little kid on the track to the living room, to my big wheel, to motorcycles. I love anything with rubber wheels on it, that's for sure.
Well, George Lindsay loves the drive too, as he's trying to take the lead from Joe Hensel. Joe Hensel's running nice tonight, though. Give him credit. Hensel's running pretty good tonight.
Joe's a good buddy of mine too. He used to help me out. He ran one of the auto stores here. My compact used to go through bearings, and he'd hook me up. So I wish Joe the best of luck too. He's a good dude.
Well, he's holding that tight line there down on the bottom groove. George Lindsay content to make the pass. Does momentarily, but this is a good battle for the up front position here.
It's like Dale Jarrett racing Junior. Chevrolet versus Ford. Well, Jarrett's in a Toyota now, so I guess we can't use him. Who's in a Ford anymore? Matt Kenson. All right.
Now, look who's in fourth in that yellow car. That's Bo Davis. And Bo Davis won on our last broadcast. Actually captured his first win of the year during our broadcast, and he is in fourth position there as you take a look at the lead group.
George is having a heck of a time with old Joe Hensel. He's trying to get around him, and here comes our sleeper boy.
Well, right behind Steve Carnes. Carnes in the 92 car. That's a good-looking automobile, the 92 car.
Now, the last show, remember, Bo Davis made a point that his crew chief set the car up terrible on the first 10 laps, and that car came to life. It's like he had a nitrous bottle on it or something on the last 10 laps. So I bet they have the same setup, and look for him to come to the front real quick once there's 10 to go.
This is the nightcap feature. The sports stock, 14 laps to go. And Hensel has led.
Oh, George is loose there.
And that allows the 92 car of Steve Carnes to get by him.
Boy, George drove that car.
And Bo Davis now trying to make a challenge. Bo Davis right on his side.
Man, George, that's a heck of a save for Georgie. There's Bo. We got caution is out. Heck of a wreck, the 44 car on the turn 2. Did not see it, Ralph Vinson. I did not. And Roger Moore. I missed all that. I'm sorry.
Roger Moore and Ralph Vinson. No, you caught them. Those are the ones.
Oh, Ralphie's got the best numbers on the track. He looked at those numbers real quick. They're all flamed up. I always tease him where he got those, and he'd never tell me.
He never what?
He said they were his special numbers.
Let's take a look and see. He just got his bumper taken off by Roger Moore.
I don't know. So I don't know what happened. I think maybe the 44 car was trying to exit the track and just didn't see. There's Dan. There's old Dan of the track.
Yeah, there he is, taking out the bumper.
He says he don't want to be on TV. Look at him. Dan, if you're watching, we didn't think you could work that hard. He always gives me grief. Calls me Hollywood.
Well, there's your leader once we get back under green.
Old Joe, I don't know. We got to check his records. I don't know he's ever had a feature win in the street stock.
And I'm looking right now as we're looking at when we come back from break. We'll have the numbers on Joe Hensel after we return here at the Columbus Motor Speedway.
If you're looking for an amazing deal on a new car, truck, or SUV, then you need to get to Germain Toyota today. Our prices are so low, you won't believe your eyes when you see them. Right now, you'll find rock bottom prices on all new Camrys, Tundras, Highlanders, and Corollas. Whatever you're looking for, you can be sure we've got the right vehicle at the right price. So get to Germain Toyota at the Bryce Road exit off I-70 and go home with a fantastic deal on a new or pre-owned vehicle.
At El Vaquero, we don't just serve up great Mexican food. We celebrate it, from our traditional house favorites to fantastic new entrees like spicy fish tacos. Prefer a vegetarian dish? Try El Vaquero's new spinach chilaquiles. We have endless choices, from fresh salads to fresh seafood, from appetizers to, well, too many delicious Mexican specialties to name in 30 seconds. Come see why we're the Consumer's Choice Award winner year after year. El Vaquero, authentic Mexican food.
Well, there's the 57 Chevy. And, wow, that's nice. Thursday, 7 o'clock.
Yes,
each and every other Thursday.
Yes.
They bring it to you. So,
and 32 with your antenna, correct?
Yes.
30. Well, they're already watching.
Right, yeah.
So I guess we're not educating. So if you're watching this, you've got the right channel.
Well, I tell you who else is dialed in really good, and that is Joe Hensel. By the way, Joe Hensel is looking for his first feature win. In fact, only has a couple of top 10s. Looking for first, second, or third. He has not placed yet here at the Columbus Motor Speedway this year. So we're rooting for Hensel to hold on here and make it in the top 3. He's your leader with 13 to go.
4 miles to go, approximately, right? 30.
Yes. Very good.
His nerves are about shot right now because he's got a long way to row there. And here comes Sleeper Davis.
And third, Steve Carnes on the high side. So Bo Davis to get by Carnes. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4 there.
See, I don't think George is going to take any chances again tonight because he got a little loose earlier a few laps ago. And I think caution is back out, or what's... Yeah, caution is out again.
Yeah, Phil Gussler Jr.
Spun in 3.
Yeah.
I don't think George is going to take any risky chances. He is leading the points, and if his car's not handling properly, because you never see George get loose like that. So I'm assuming that he's playing just safe racing tonight, hold that second spot.
Well, he is the points leader.
Yeah, why risk it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Bubba Parsons is not here tonight.
And Bubba's going to drop down. I don't know what's that going to do with the third place guy. They're going to pop him above Bubba not being here tonight?
Well, James Harding.
Yeah.
But James Harding is not the defending track champion in the Camaro, the 75 car. It will be running 6th, I do believe. Well, we've seen moves like that before. Remember our last broadcast when Bo Davis came out of the middle of the pack at the halfway point, was able to capture the checkered flag.
I want to talk about old Roger Smith. Jeff, he's a 72 car in this division. He's the gentleman we did in the opening, and he's our hero. He is retired.
What's his nickname?
His name is Old Geezer.
Okay.
Now, I asked him if that's okay if we call him that, and he said that's not a problem. He says, but I'll tell you one thing about him. Guess what he does on his hobby is?
What is that?
His hobby in his favorite church group is his choir at church that he directs.
Ah.
Now, last week we saw, or last show I should say, he ended up in the pond, remember? And I asked him if he keeps a fishing pole in his trunk like Bubba Parsons keeps his checkered flag. So we're hoping maybe he gets catch us a bluegill out of there or what have you.
Another car close to the pond there.
Oh yeah, Roger's a funny guy, and I tell you what, Roger would, if he spins someone, he feels horrible. But this is his last year. We're going to miss you, Raj. We hope you get a win before the season's out to remember this last season for you, and we're going to miss you, and hopefully you'll come back during the season, just hang out with us. Guess how he got hooked?
Go ahead.
Rented a Legend car. We used to come to the track. Knuckles talked him into renting a Legends car. He got hooked and went and bought himself a street sports car.
Out of a sports car.
So here he is, having fun. Hope I can do that when I retire.
Joe Hensel, if he can hold on, 10 laps to go, will have his first feature win, and they'll give him a standing ovation here in No-Bets. If he's able to win, like to see it happen.
There goes George High coming in the turn 1. See how deep George, I'll tell you what George's going to do. George dives in deep, hard in 3, coming up about right now.
he's driving there deep. I think he'll get Joe if he keeps running that line.
Don't forget Bo. Don't forget Bo Davis.
Oh, yeah.
Bo Davis right on the bumper, too.
Now, you know why Bo runs a Pontiac nose on that car? He's a Pontiac man. That is a Chevrolet motor under that. So, got to tease Bo a little bit.
Well, this is great racing here. 1, 2, and 3 all bunched up. They cross the start-finish line. 7 laps to go. And Steve Carnes still in 4th. Now trying to give chase. Bo Davis takes 2nd position momentarily and holds off George Lindsay. This may play in Hensel's hand, but remember, Bo Davis finds horsepower late in a race, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Here he comes. Well, I give Joe Hensel a ton of credit.
Absolutely. The 02 car has led throughout.
Nothing against Bo, but I want to see Joe win a one this year because there's not a better feeling of finally getting the carry check.
And they'll celebrate. If Joe Hensel wins, they're going to celebrate here at the Columbus Motor Speedway.
Yes,
he's going to get his standing O and all that.
I don't think any. I've never heard a bad word about Joe. But Joe's got a dry sense of humor, so don't look for a lot of excitement when he gets out of the car. He'll be real somber. So.
They're working him.
Oh,
they're challenging him. Bo Davis is really challenging him. But credit, he's holding off 2 excellent drivers. But can he hold on in turn 3 and 4? He still is going to hold the lead going into turn 1 with 3 to go. Oh my, what a group of racers there for 1, 2, and 3. If they finish like this, that's going to be a thriller.
Now Joe don't know whether to run Bo up the track because that's what George is banking on. I bet you watch. If he starts pushing Bo up the track a little bit, George's going to sneak underneath of him.
Bo Davis still working that high side. Credit Joe Hensel with 2 to go. Oh, and Bo going again. Oh, but Joe Hensel holds it down low, man, and still holds him off. How about that? Great racing here. 1, 2, and 3. 1 lap to go. How about it? Can he come around and hold on? He's got 2 of the best drivers on his tail there. Can Joe Hensel hold off Bo Davis and hold off George Lindsay?
Because Bo's going to hammer coming out for it. He will get sideways. Watch, he's hammering.
Here he goes. He is the winner. How about that? Joe Hensel gets his first victory here at the Columbus Motor Speedway. And he led throughout wire to wire.
Good for, I bet he's just, he needs a roll aid right now. His nerves are shot. And he did it in a Ford. You don't see that very much down here, other than Bubba.
Great racing. The 18 car of Bo Davis and the 21 car of George Lindsay.
Good for Joe, and I think Bo and George Lindsay will both say that because everybody wants at least that one of their buddies win one. Perfect. Good for Joe. I didn't get Joe's profile. I have to work on that. I wonder what he's into. I bet he likes six-pack.
I bet he gives you one now, though, won't he?
Oh, yeah. Joe always took care of me, so good job, Joe. And I give all these guys credit, and I bet George Lindsay's just happy for him because Bo works on that car. I think he's his own crew chief, too. He has a few buddies helping him.
So he gets his first feature. In fact, he didn't finish second or third. Well, let's take a look at how close the finish was. And I mean, he had to hold off 2 excellent drivers for 10 laps. And this is how it was the whole entire time.
Look at that.
Bo Davis is going to come inside. Look at that. That is awesome.
But look what George did. He's still a points leader. I'll take third when I'm leading the points.
Oh, absolutely. He wants that track championship. He wants the track championship. And how about that? It's going to be a happy rest of Saturday night and Sunday.
77 Thunderbird is what he's driving, I believe, by the looks of the little vent window right by the official's elbow there. Good looking Bubba Parsons blue.
Well, let's go ahead and celebrate all of the winners again tonight, beginning in the compact. The results: Michael Heiler continues to roll. I mean, well, Eric Scott finished second, but Heiler, that was the 1-2 team there. Donnie Nash raced well in third. Let's take a look at the legends. Now this one, ALFREY and Nuckles provided all the drama for us that anybody could ask in this division. Brian Nuckles able to win back-to-backs at Kilcara, then here tonight. Now let's take a look at the next division. That was the modifieds, and we had a little some issues here too. Ray Muncy, Sean Gray, and Litchfield, and yes, there was some drama in that, as we do every broadcast in the modifieds, it seems. But then the late models and Donnie Renner, what a story there, as the 7 car able to come back, and he's just performed so beautifully. Donnie Hill in the new 01 car, and then Parsons finishing 3rd, and then our feature, our late feature here, and Hensel in his first victory, Bo Davis and George Lindsay. So that is all of your 1st, 2nd, and 3rd for each division tonight.
Wow, what another perfect night. We have been so lucky.
Well, we had a lot of cautions tonight. The most cautions we've had on any of our CSN broadcasts. But again, everybody was okay and still witnessed a lot of fine racing action.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, I was here last year at the main event, and we had like 10 cautions in the first 10 laps. Longest race I've ever witnessed. So.
Well, with that, I'm going to send it over to my partner. He's going to close it out for us. So, Boots, take us out of the Columbus
I'd like to thank all the drivers and everyone here at the track for feeling for my family, and you know, I'm glad we're dedicating this to my oldest brother. He's a great guy, and just a sad loss for my family. And again, I deeply appreciate everybody's good feelings for my family, and I will miss my brother dearly.